Hey guys, this is the Stupendous Wave, and I am joined here by three very special guests. I'm joined by Hazagala,
Hello, everyone.
Charlie Sanderson,
Hello.
Mike G, my bad.
Hey guys, Mike G here.
And we have a couple really important topics here for Jurassic World that we'll be discussing today. We're going to be discussing our most anticipated dinosaurs in the film, what we think about the trained velociraptors, what we think about the Diabolis Rex, if we think the Spinosaurus will be in the film, and we'll go a little bit more in depth with the Arlex. So, anyway, let's start off with Haza. What is your most anticipated dinosaur?
My most anticipated dinosaur for Jurassic World is probably going to be the Diabolis Rex, of course, because it takes over as the primary antagonist, and I'm interested to see how it goes in the film and how it takes over the role. I'm then interested. My next second anticipated dinosaur will probably be the Suchomimus, because it's a Spinosaur, and I'm a Spinosaur fan. And then probably the Dimorphodons, which I'm interested. Pretty much all three of those dinosaurs, I'm interested in their design and scare factor.
Hmm. Charlie, what's yours?
Um, I'm gonna say just the one. So I'm gonna go with the Pteranodon because I love these guys from the third film. I mean, I can't wait for them in the Jurassic World. I want to see what they're gonna do in this film, how they're gonna use them in this film, and yeah, I can't wait to be honest with you.
Awesome. Mike?
I'm gonna have to go with the female T-Rex from the first film. I mean, this was the star of the first film. She had an amazing part in the film. Like that scene with the vehicle and her going through the fence and everything. It was just it was amazing. That's probably the most memorable thing out of Jurassic Park franchise in general. So to see her again in this film, it just sounds really cool. And yeah, I'm really excited to see her.
Yeah, awesome. For me, again, just like Mike, I'm really excited about the T-Rex, getting to see her again. She's going to be really cool. Really excited to see the gyrosphere scene and possibly her going up against the D-Rex. And then actually, I'm most excited for the D-Rex after that. I know I told you guys Suchomimus, but I kind of thought about it, and the D-Rex is going to be really interesting. I'm really excited to see what she can do and the full extent of what she can do. And then after that, Suchomimus, because that's going to be one awesome dino. Kind of in the mid-range where it's like still really big, but not as big as the T-Rex. And you guys know if you've watched my videos, I really think those can have the potential to be the most dangerous dinosaurs. So anyway, yeah. So our next topic will be what we think about the trained velociraptors. Haza, you want to go ahead?
Yeah, I think these trained velociraptors it's a pretty cool idea. I think it takes Jurassic Park into a new dimension of storytelling, and I also think it's interesting to see in the story how they actually train them, even if they even are trained, even if they might even be domesticated. It'll be interesting to see how they're used, and interesting to see maybe if they die by the Diabolos Rex or some other fight scene. And I'm interested to see whether or not there'll be good and bad raptors in the film. So yeah, that's my thoughts.
Awesome. Charlie?
Yeah, my thoughts about the tame raptors. I don't think they're gonna be fully to be like partly tamed, and then maybe along the line they might like betray Owen maybe later on in the film. That's what I think. But yeah, I mean, we can train like wild animals now, like lions and tigers and all that, and you've got people complaining about the velociraptors being trained. I love the idea. Why not give it a go, see how it goes in the film?
Yeah, awesome. Mike?
At first I didn't like it. I actually made a video a while back on this, and I kind of regret making it because after watching the trailer with the main character riding with the velociraptors, that's the part that gives me the goosebumps. So I accepted it now. And the thing I'm really interested is how is this going to affect the main character in the film? Is this going to give him struggle through the film? How is he going to work with these dinosaurs? And that's all I really have to say. I'm really pumped to see the velociraptors because they are my favorite dinosaurs in the Jurassic Park films, besides the T-Rex. So.
Yeah. So for me, I like it because it seems plausible. It's like Alan Grant said in the third movie that they're smarter than dolphins. They're smarter than what else did he say? Primates, which really makes sense because we can train dolphins and primates. So why couldn't we train a velociraptor if they're that intelligent in the Jurassic Park universe? So that's kind of where I like it. It's a new twist on it, and also this really isn't a new idea. That's something some people seem to forget. It's been around ever since the first one came out of training these velociraptors. And what I think, and I've said this before, is maybe they're trying to tame the velociraptors to the point where they can be integrated into the park and become an attraction. And Owen's just kind of taking that a little further than normal. But I actually like the idea. At first, I didn't like the idea. I mean, it was kind of like, okay, you're giving me a genetic altered dinosaur, and now you're giving me trained velociraptors. What are you doing? But now I think they're really starting to sell me on it, and I really like that. So anyway, our next topic will be the Diabolis Rex. What we think about the Diabolis Rex in general. So Haza, what do you think about it?
Oh, I'm keen for this dinosaur. I'm really keen, considering what we've seen of the Diabolos so far. They haven't shown us much, which is very intriguing to me. I'm really interested to see what its abilities are, how it takes on the role as the ultimate predator in the park, and interested to see how it takes the reins of the antagonist dinosaur in the film, like I said before. But yeah, I'm just really interested to see it in the flesh and see how it causes havoc in the park in general. So, and also the possible three-way battle between the Spinosaurus and the T-Rex, if that even is true. But then again, I'm hoping we see a fight between the Diabolos and the T-Rex or something. So yeah.
Yeah, that would be awesome. Charlie?
Yeah, I'm hyped about this Diabolis Rex or whatever D-Rex you want to call it. But yeah, I mean, I'm more excited for D-Rex than seeing the T-Rex return. Don't get me wrong or nothing, but I reckon D-Rex will be the best thing ever to in the Jurassic Park franchise. And yeah, can't wait to see it in that big screen.
Yeah, it should be awesome. Mike?
You know, I hated the idea at first, the fact that we were, you know, splicing species, a lot like how I reacted to the Arlex, and then, you know, we saw images, Legos and stuff, and I started to get convinced more and more that this really, I'm buying it as a dinosaur. So that's really cool. And I love how in the trailer they just make this thing such a big threat. You know, it's like anything that moves, she will kill. And it makes this so much more grounded, guys. And don't get me wrong, the other films were grounded, but this just seems so dark, and she just feels like the biggest threat in Jurassic Park history. So I'm really psyched about it.
Do you feel like it grounds the film?
Like, it just makes it more grounded, you know, like darker. That's
Oh,
how I feel.
okay. Well, for me, I know I talk a whole lot about, and I'm really excited about it, but at the same time, this thing could go really wrong. What do you guys think?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, I just mean, like, it sounds awesome right now, and I think it will be awesome, but it really has potential to really turn on the filmmakers, I think. But 95% of me is like, it's going to be awesome. Put your faith in these artists, basically, is what the directors and the writers are, and just sit back and enjoy it. And I think that they have a really talented cast and a crew, and I don't think that Chris Pratt and Bryce Dallas Howard would sign into something that's bad, like a bad script. And really, in my opinion, the script is probably the most important part of a movie because you can kind of have a bad effects, and I'm not saying Jurassic World will have bad effects. The effects are spectacular, but you can still have a really good movie without any flashy effects and any flashy, just like new technology showing off. But if you have a good script and it's a good script all the way through and through, and actors like it and the director likes it, I think that's what makes a good movie. A great example is Whiplash, the recent movie that came out. There's no real big flashy effects in that movie. It's all script based. It's just a big drama and acting, of course. That's another really important thing, because even if you have a brilliant script, if you have a bad actor, that's not gonna fly over very well. But I really have a ton of faith in Chris Pratt and Bryce Dallas Howard, and even Ty Simpkins. He was surprisingly not as annoying as I thought he would be in Iron Man 3. But as far as the Diabolis Rex, really, really excited for it. It's kind of interesting to see a dinosaur with almost superpowers. I think that's pretty interesting. But yeah, overall, really looking forward to it. So
Hey,
next
Stupendous.
yeah, go ahead.
Oh, could I say something to just the audience about this film? Just to tell you guys, it is really exciting, okay? We're getting a new Jurassic Park. It's fantastic. It's been a long time. But just remember that don't have your expectations too high, because the film could be bad. I've learned that. And when you have lower expectations, it makes the film so much better. So make sure you have lower expectations when you're walking in.
Yeah, I definitely feel that the film's going to be darker than the past three. It's going to be a very dark film.
I'm gonna
I
say
agree.
I'm gonna say there'll be a lot more deaths in this one than any other that we've seen.
Yes.
Can I just quickly say something quick? Do you think Colin's the right man for the job?
Well, I haven't seen his movie yet. I've been meaning to, so I really can't put my 2 cents in.
He's
yet.
relatively new, so I think he knows what he's doing. I think he understands what needs to be done. He's got good direction from Steven Spielberg. I think he's going to do well. I have my faith is with him.
Yeah.
Same here.
Yeah, well, I can't really judge it yet because I haven't seen the film that he's done, but I'm meaning to. So, and of course, if I see it, I'll review it on the channel.
Mm.
So anyway, our next topic of discussion will be: will the Spinosaurus be in the film? Haza, what do you think?
I really hope that the Spinosaurus is in the film because, as many people don't know, I'm a huge Spinosaurus fan and I love the Spinosaurus. It's my favorite dinosaur, second from the Carcharodontosaurus and Spinosaurus. They're both my favorite. But yeah, I really hope that the Spinosaurus is in the film. Even if it's just a small scene, I'll be really happy. If it does come into a three-way battle with the D-Rex and the T-Rex, that would be awesome. But if not, it'll still be Jurassic Park 3 will still be my guilty pleasure movie, being a Spinosaurus fan. So either way, I'm going to be happy.
Yeah, Charlie?
I love to see Spino come back, even if it's like a brief 5 minutes at the end of the film, like a triple threat fight with the D-Rex and the Tyrannosaur. But I'm gonna say no as well, because I mean, people have been complaining that the Spinosaurus in Jurassic Park 3 with the T-Rex incident and all that. I think now Colin might not put in the film to redeem fans for not having in there. What do you think? Do you reckon Colin won't have him in or?
Well, I really don't know. Mike, what do you think?
I don't know either.
I reckon they will have some sort of like nostalgia to Jurassic Park 3. Maybe because we know that Spinosaurus skeleton is in the park, even if it is a Spinosaurus skeleton, which we're pretty sure it is. They might make a little reference to Jurassic Park 1 where maybe when the T-Rex and D-Rex are fighting, they knock down the Spinosaurus skeleton as if like in revenge to what happened in Jurassic Park 3.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, and also we saw that it was on that little touchpad, which is what people are thinking that it is in the film. She was not in the brochure, which is interesting. But then again, the Brachiosaurus wasn't in the brochure either, and the Dilophosaurus wasn't in the brochure. But we're thinking the Dilophosaurus is in the restricted area, actually.
We know that the Brachiosaurus is in the park because we saw it in the leaked trailer.
And in the regular trailer, right?
They were Apatosaurus.
Yeah, anyway, in the leak trailer, there's just an extra shot where you can see off in the distance that there's Brachiosaurus.
Yeah.
Do you reckon Spinosaurus maybe containment in this, like somewhere on the park where people don't know there's like other dinosaurs actual, like the D-Rex kept off the park in a separate pen? Do you reckon that could be the reason why Spinosaurus ain't in the park?
Yeah, probably because we know that the velociraptors are kept outside of the park as well.
Mm.
Because maybe they're just trying to domesticate them and not domesticate the Spinosaurus, but make it more park friendly, get them associated with people. Because one thing we saw in Jurassic Park is those dinosaurs, and what I think might be a key mistake, is they weren't associated with people, like at all. People are a new thing to them, as far as like guests in large groups. You know what I mean?
Mm. Yeah, they mentioned that in the first film.
Yeah, so that's really interesting. So my thoughts are kind of like, I hope the Spinosaurus is in the film. It could go either way, to be honest. But I really hope that she is. I hope it's a three-way fight. I think that would be the best. But even seeing her briefly would just make it awesome, in my opinion. I think that would just be great. Just seeing her for a split second. She wouldn't even have to eat anything. She could just be there just for a second.
Do you reckon she'll be the new updated reconstruction?
Yeah, I think they'll update it for sure. But to be honest, I really didn't hate the design of the Jurassic Park 3 Spinosaurus. I actually liked it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I just didn't like how, I've said this before, it was like a serial killer and not an animal.
Yeah. Yeah.
So anyway, that's just my thoughts on that. Now let's move on to the big finale topic, the Arlex. Just going a little bit more in depth. What do you think, Haza?
Yeah.
And by the way, spoilers for this section of the discussion.
Big spoilers.
Spoilers.
Yeah, this whole discussion's got some spoilers in it, but anyway, yeah, my thoughts on the Arlex. This is a really interesting topic. I mean, we really need to tread lightly on this topic because we still don't know if this is even real or not, and I'm still kind of thinking it might not be real, but then again, I have my hopes that maybe it is real. But
sorry, Haza. I'm just gonna add something real quick, if that's okay.
Sure.
Well, in the leaked info, the guy talked about a scene where a guy was going to the bathroom and a Dilophosaurus attacked him, and that was just announced, that set, in a Lego set, which really, in my mind, gives him a little bit more credit that he got that right. You know?
Seems more legit.
Yeah, so anyway, go ahead, Haza. Sorry.
Yeah. I remember that we had a debate about whether the Arlex will be quadruped or bipedal. I'm still sticking to thinking it's going to be a bipedal dinosaur. I know Stupendous thinks it's going to be a quadruped, but we still really don't know. And because we know it's spliced with T-Rex, Velociraptor, Frog, even though we don't know what frog it is, Mosasaur and Gorilla. So that's really interesting. And it's probably going to be, I assume, the biggest dinosaur so far because with the amount of animals it's spliced together with.
And a Mosasaur.
Yeah, I said Mosasaur, didn't I?
I don't think so. I don't. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Mosasaur, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, there's still speculation onto whether it's real or not. So yeah, we'll just have to see. But yeah, I'm still I'm still down the middle on what I think about this. So yeah.
Charlie, what do you think?
I've really got mixed feelings about this Arlex. I don't really know much about it. But do we actually need another modified dinosaur in Jurassic World, or is one just enough?
Well, that's like the big question.
Yeah, but I mean, one thing did you say it's like something like got gorilla DNA or something like it?
Yeah, gorilla. And the frog and T-Rex and Velociraptor and Mosasaur.
I mean, when you say by Mosasaur, I hope it don't use the mosasaur's size. I'd like prefer to use it like the mosasaur's like second row of teeth. That would be quite interesting to see.
Yeah, it
Then,
would be. But so yeah, awesome, dude. Uh,
but
go ahead.
but no, I mean, if it does happen, I won't complain. But it'll be quite interesting to see what it will turn out to look like. But I don't want it a monster. I want it to look like more of a dino than a monster.
Yeah, yeah, awesome. Mike, what do you think?
What I like is what you and I were discussing this, and you said, what was that you said? I don't remember. It was something about playing with God or something like that, and it's something that we have just gone too far with. And
You mean playing God?
yeah, playing
Yeah,
God.
you said playing
Sorry about
God.
that.
Last one.
Sorry about that, guys. But anyway, but this just I could just see this as like, oh man, what have we done? You know, like this is really what it's come to, where we have made these monsters, and I like that idea that we just made this big mistake, and it's just like the most threatening thing yet. But on the other hand, and I know Stupendous will disagree with me, is I don't think it will be on fours, guys. I don't think it will have that. I think it will have just certain types of traits from these animals, you know, like strength of a gorilla, maybe a second mouth from the mosasaur, like the upper part of its jaw is like a bunch of teeth. You know, also we don't know what type of frog it has, maybe poisonous or the type that climb on trees, who knows. And also, guys, don't think that this thing will be big like the mosasaur. I don't think it will be that big. I think it will be very large, but you know, not as big as you guys are imagining it will be. But you know, if it happens, it happens. You know, I'll just accept it, and we'll just have to see how this works. Because one genetic dinosaur, I do agree with Charlie that it does sound like a lie. You know, it's like we would have done this again, really. But you know, who knows what happened? They'll come up with some type of story or excuse. So, but I like the idea so far.
Awesome. Well, I think Mike really hit it on the head, to be honest. I think he really did a good job explaining how I feel as well. It's like the ultimate mistake that we could have made. It's like we made dinosaurs, which is cool and dandy, but now they're not dinosaurs anymore. They're monsters.
Gone too
And
far.
really, yeah. And really, Alan Grant said that the dinosaurs really aren't dinosaurs. The dinosaurs have been extinct for millions of years, and that these are more theme park monsters, and that this really solidifies what he said. Uh, yeah, so anyway, that's just kind of what I think. I do think it'll walk on all fours. Do we know if are gorillas quadrupeds? I know they can do both.
They can do both.
Yeah, I just think it'll be interesting. I know that they straight up will run on all fours, you know?
Yeah.
And kind of like a gallop, and like I don't know how I would describe it, almost like a gallop. You know what I mean? Like they're not running gracefully; they're kind of throwing themselves.
Yeah.
They're just brute.
That's kind of
Yeah.
how I
Yeah.
picture the Arlex running. I think that would be really cool.
Like leatherback.
Yeah, exactly, like leatherback.
Mhm.
So anyway, that's just what I think. Does anyone have any final thoughts on anything? Nope.
Nope.
I'm fine.
Well, anyway, thank you guys to all my guests. Again, we have Mike G.
Yep. It was awesome to be here once again. I love doing this.
And he is so close to 100, guys. If he's not at 100 before this video is up, if he's at 100 before, will you please go subscribe to him? He just is awesome. He's so close. I mean, what are you right now as of filming?
Well, at the top of my head, I know I'm 96, but if I looked and it said 97, then I don't know what I'm at exactly at the point of this video, because I'd be hanging up if I checked. So, yeah, please go subscribe. I do Godzilla, Marvel, DC, Dragon Ball Z, if you're a fan of that. Also, I am going to do some Jurassic World, so go check out my Mosasaur discussion. And you'll see what I'm going to be doing with that. So, yes.
Awesome. And then we have Hazagala, of course.
Yeah, no problem.
And
Nice to talk.
yeah, so are you gonna be doing any videos anytime soon? Any plans?
I might be doing some Jurassic Park videos soon, but we'll just have to wait and see.
Awesome. So if you guys are interested in more Jurassic Park / World, go subscribe to him too. And then we have Charlie or Maggot's Joker, a really awesome YouTuber. He also is doing Dragon Ball Z, correct?
Yep, correct indeed.
And he released a Marvel video and a Pokemon video, so really cool stuff.
Thank you.
And that is again Maggot's Joker. I said that right?
Yep.
Awesome.
I actually did a shout out on him. You could go to my channel and I did a shout out, and a link in the description is his channel.
Yeah, so Mike G link in description, Hazagala link in description, and Maggot's Joker or Charlie link in description. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to leave a like, subscribe for Jurassic World, and subscribe to these great channels, and have a great day.